Hi DIYers, this is Michael from AlarmGrid, and today I'm going to be showing you how to enroll a DSC PG9914 motion detection sensor with a Qolsys IQ Panel 2 Plus security system. The DSC PG9914, it's a very popular motion detection sensor. We include it with many of our Qolsys IQ Panel 2 Plus kits, so there's a good chance that you have encountered this. So it has a maximum detection area of 39 feet, and like all other PowerG sensors, it uses 128-bit AES encryption, and it has a wireless communication range of up to 2,000 feet away from the IQ Panel 2 Plus in an open-air environment, and it offers pet immunity for small animals weighing up to 85 pounds. So that's a little bit of information about the sensor, so let's get into it. Before we do anything on the IQ2, the first thing I want to show you is just how we will open up the sensor. So you see there's a top and a bottom, and we're going to the bottom, and you see that there's a crevice in the bottom, and this thing helps you, this little semicircle helps you identify the center of it, and you can just stick your fingernail into it like so, and you can just press inward, and you can pop open the sensor just like that. So we have our sensor open, and we will need to access the enrollment button, which is next to the battery right there. So we're going to be using that when we go to enroll to the system. But first we have to put the system into its auto-enrollment mode, which is what I'm going to do now. So we're at the main screen of the IQ Panel 2 Plus. We're going to click the small gray bar at the top. We're going to choose Settings. We're going to choose Advanced Settings. And then we're going to enter in our installer code, which ours is at the default of 1111. And we're going to choose Installation. We're going to choose Devices. We're going to choose Security Sensors. And we're going to choose Auto-Learn Sensor. Now, make sure you have a CR123A battery installed. This is also known as a camera battery, so make sure the sensor is receiving power. And what we're going to do, we're going to press and hold the enrollment button until it turns solid orange. And then we're going to release it, and you're going to see we're going to get the enrollment notification on the IQ Panel 2 Plus. One thing I do want to point out, if you are having trouble enrolling the sensor, then you can try defaulting the sensor, and that would be done by pressing and holding the enrollment button and keep holding it even as it turns orange. That's a different sensor. That's not a PowerG sensor, so we're just going to choose cancel there. But like I was saying, you can default the sensor by pressing and holding the enrollment button until it turns, you get 3 red blinks, and that will default the sensor, and then you can try doing the enrollment process again, the solid orange LED. Because this is an encrypted sensor, so it can only be enrolled with one system at a time. So if you are having trouble doing the enrollment process, then defaulting can be a good idea. But we're not going to need to default today. We're just going to do the standard process. And we're going to hold this button until the LED turns orange. I couldn't see because I was showing the camera. So we're going to try again now. There, it's orange. We're going to release. And see, we get auto-learn PowerG Sensor. So I pressed and held the enrollment button until the LED turned orange. We get auto-learn PowerG Sensor. We have the serial number on the screen, and we're going to choose OK. And now we're going to configure the zone settings. So since we auto-enrolled, we don't need to change the sensor DLID. That's auto-enrolled in. That's also known as the serial number. The sensor type can be kept as a motion. The sensor group is important. This is going to be how the system responds when the sensor is faulted. So the popular ones to use here are sensor groups 15, 17, 20, and 35. We have an FAQ that explains sensor groups in more detail if you want to get more information on them, but I will just cover the default one, 17, away instant motion. That's basically going to have the system go into immediate alarm if the sensor is faulted while the system is armed away. If the system's arms stay, the sensor will be automatically bypassed as an interior sensor, so that way you can move around the building without worrying about triggering an alarm on your system. But if it is in armed away mode, then that means there should be nobody inside the building. And if the sensor is faulted, then the system will go into immediate alarm. You won't get a chance to disarm. There won't be an entry delay. So we'll keep it at that one. High traffic shutdown. That basically prevents the sensor from repeatedly sending signals to the system when it's faulted. It's done to conserve battery life. You see we have a variety of selections here. You can set those as needed, but we'll keep ours at the default of 2 minutes. Sensor name. This is basically just used to identify the sensor. We can enter in a custom description, which we'll do that. We'll call it bedroom. Don't press the space. Motion. we'll use that as our name. We'll press the green button there. So our name is bedroom motion. And then we can choose a chime type if we want to get the system to produce a sound effect when the sensor is faulted. There's various ones in here. Let's try on the hunt. And that's what on the hunt sounds like. Let's try one more. We'll try deer, deer. Okay, we'll go with deer, deer. That'll be our chime type. You can also set it to none if you don't want a chime. That's an option as well, but choose whichever one you like. Voice prompt will have the panel speak out the sensor name when the sensor is faulted, so that way it can give you a little bit more information. Maybe you have multiple sensors set to deer, deer, and you don't know which one's which. So then you hear bedroom motion along with it, and then you know, oh, it's my bedroom motion. There must be some activity in there. So that can be useful for you. And source, we'll keep that at PowerG because this is a PowerG sensor. So once we're done, we'll choose Add New, and it's just going to finish adding the sensor.
Sensor added successfully.
And you see it has been added successfully, and we are getting the deer, deer sound effect because we are moving the sensor around. But I'm just going to close it. We have the sensor aligned perfectly, and we just close it, and it's not aligned perfectly yet. We'll get it so that it is. Okay, there, and then it snaps into place just like that. And that's how we have our sensor closed. And then we can return to the main screen by pressing the house at the bottom. And there, you see our sensor is not active right now, but if we just use all, then you do see we have the bedroom motion there. So the bedroom motion is enrolled with the Qolsys IQ Panel 2 Plus security system. So that's how you pair a DSC PG9914 motion detection sensor with a Qolsys IQ Panel 2 Plus. If you have any questions about the DSC PG9914 or the IQ Panel 2 Plus or alarm monitoring services, send an email to support@alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up below to like the video, and remember to subscribe to our channel for updates on future videos. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.